Hello, Leo. Welcome to your October reading. This is for the first week of October, where the message is coming through. You're going to start feeling good. If you've been drained, you're going to start feeling good right around that part, because Mercury is going direct, and it has really played a lot of havoc with our energy, drained us, and it has created a lot of chaos around a lot of our lives as well. So that first week, that's the message for you. So let's see what's coming for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Leo. And we're looking at a general reading. This could be career, family, finance, friends, romance, whatever comes through, I will relate it to you. You will be on this side, and the other side of the situation you're dealing with will be over here in a different deck for those of you who are new. So that first week, wow. We have this beautiful Page of Cups, and that Page of Cups is saying you've got an offer coming in. Now, it may very well be love, but one thing's for sure, that's that energy, revitalized energy coming in, where you're starting to open up a little bit. It's like, I'm feeling kind of good now. You're with the groove, and you're feeling like yourself. Especially for those of you who've been feeling under the weather through that time. I don't mean with an actual serious illness, but although that could be part of it. I just feel that you've just been so tired, you just didn't feel good. So what comes with it is the beautiful Lover's card. Now, you have a decision to make, and this is a heart over head decision. Do you or don't you? Because for some of you, this is about an offer coming in, and it may very well be an offer of love. So if you've been waiting, particularly those of you, you may have met somebody in the month of August, okay? In the month of August, where you were wondering about this situation, you have a decision to make about it. You may have been opening up and pouring your heart out to someone, and they didn't give it back. But let's keep going with your reading. One thing's for sure, that decision is going to be a blessing coming down for you. It's like you're going to create magic from whatever happens. Now, whoever or whatever you're dealing with is the Eight of Cups. And this is in the beginning of the week. And we have Temperance. So this is a situation that was put on hold. It's like an organization that put a lot of energy and effort into that business and said, I don't want to change it. This is what I love. This has got everything. I put my heart and soul into it. And they needed to get up and make some changes in order to prosper going forward. Equally, this is somebody who put a lot into a relationship, and the love at one time was very good. It was very grand, and it was mutual. However, something happened where half of that love is missing. So whether that's from you or from them, it left this person sitting there saying, what do I do now? I don't even want to go forward. They may have lost their lackluster, so to speak, that vitality that we're talking about. And it took a lot of patience for them to be able to get up and start taking action. So that beginning of the week, you're going to see somebody around you just sitting there saying, I don't feel like you do. You feel energized and they don't. All right. Now, the beautiful part about Temperance, and you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces individual. You may be dealing with Sagittarius, and there's a whole lot of other zodiac signs that you could be dealing with as well, but they are prominent at this moment. I'm being guided to tell you that the patience required to deal with this was a lot. It was a lot for them because they needed to figure out what to do, and they kind of felt stuck, right? So their emotions were blocked. They were blocked. Everything around them, their abundance was blocked, because when we're in that lack, when we're in anger, when we're in any low vibration, it blocks all the good stuff. So you're rising up into a beautiful place, and they necessarily have a little bit left to go. So right around Wednesday, midweek, you have the Nine of Wands. And that's what I'm talking about. You were really feeling worn out and tired. You're tired of dealing with this situation. You're tired of watching this person sitting on this rock. And you don't want to wait anymore. It's like you can, but you don't. But yet, if I walk away, will I be missing an opportunity? You have an opportunity right behind you. And for everything we lose out on, there is a replacement. There always is a replacement. We just have to stay in the high vibration. and believe and have faith, right? And it usually comes through right away for us. But it's the challenges and the struggles that keep us going backwards. So you're going to be tempted to go backwards and have a little bit of guilt, maybe even some shame when it comes to dealing with this particular individual. It's not a missed opportunity, but you just don't want to deal with this anymore. This is like, I'm tired of it. So if you're dealing with somebody who has a lot of emotional drama, maybe they cry a lot, maybe they're going through a lot of internal changes and you're having a hard time, you're going to be really weighing that out right around midweek. Now, whoever this is sitting on the rock over here, they have the card of destiny. All right, this is part of their destiny and the journey, the ascending journey. My business name is Ascending Soul's Journey. That actually means empowered, authentic life. That's what that title, my business, is, an empowered, entitled life. And that's where they're coming. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is for them to let go of whatever they're dealing with. And that Queen of Swords is saying they are going to do it by midweek. So you may be sharing with them, you know, you got to do something or I'm going to walk away. You need to make these changes in this career direction, and especially for those of you who are in science-related career, science. Okay, so that's very broad indeed. But that's what I'm being guided to say. This could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius individual, Leo, that you're dealing with. Whoever it is somebody who has gone through a lot, they've seen a lot, they may have actually stopped functioning in their business as a leader, and you work for them or they work for you, and it's because they saw something that devastated them that had to do with their own life. And now they're making that separation, they're making that cut to say, I don't want it. And they understand that it's part of their journey. So they're getting ready to walk up. Equally, the Queen of Swords is somebody who can listen. Because they've been through so much, they've learned the art of listening to another person. I don't mean the ramblers that go on and repeat themselves several times, where they would probably cut them off because they do that. I mean, they listen to what that person is saying. And then they make a decision. They can tell if they're lying. They'll know what's going on. So I feel that this person over here has been dealing with quite a bit, and now they're getting ready, but you're going to push them to do that. So right around the end of the week, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and that's what I'm talking about. This good feeling that you have where you're like, you're pulling back your power, Leo. If you felt powerless, you're pulling it back and you're creating magic. And that's what I said. The magic is going to happen for you guys once this end of this week rolls through. The Ten of Pentacles is family situation, where again, it's the same story that I just said, where they were sitting there not doing anything and they needed to make that break. They needed to sever ties. And if you're dealing with a sister, or it could be a brother, but if you're dealing with a sibling that was going through a separation, they're going to make a decision, and it very well could be you also. Whatever it is, this magical moment is happening because you're ready for it. It's your opportunity, and you will not let anybody take it away from you. So well done, Leo, well done. This is a big payout coming in. If you were waiting for a legal documentation to come through, it is going to come through. You just had to wait until the timing was right. It wasn't right while Mercury was in retrograde, and Mercury is going direct right on around the 1st of October. So that is the right time for this to come in, toward the latter part of that week, after the shadow period is gone. Now it's binding. Chances are there won't be any needed corrections in it. There could be. Always look your documents over. Always look them over and get an attorney to look over anything that's of significance for you, because it's a different language. It's something we don't do all the time. Then you need to do it unless you're an attorney yourself. But if you're too emotionally involved, you should still have somebody else look at it so it separates the emotions from what you're dealing with. But this payout is coming in and a contract will be signed. The documentation saying that this money is getting ready to come in is on its way to you. You had to wait the cycle. You had to complete your cycle, and this side had to complete their cycle as well. So this is a 360. It's coming back around again. If you thought and you felt like you missed this opportunity, that there was guilt because you didn't have compassion, that there was something missing there with that Five of Cups. This is telling you, no, you are on the right path, 100% on the right path. So with this individual, again, it took a really long time for them to get to this place of being able to see clearly and see the truth, because they were stuck in that Eight of Cups energy. So around the end of the week, this person now has the Nine of Wands, just like you did midweek. Whatever you're doing, you're transferring it over to them, that's for sure. And they have the Seven of Pentacles, and that card has been coming out for the past 2 weeks for a lot of different zodiac readings that I've done, both privately and in person. My private readings, the single sessions, end on the 30th of September. So make sure you get your private reading in so we can look at your situation. They had to go through a lot, and that in itself is very draining. And that's what they were doing while they were sitting on that rock. So whether it be redirecting the company or just closing the company and starting a brand new one, it really took them down into a deep inner reflection. And you yourself have already been there. That's why you're able to create the magic now, because you've conquered it, you've overcome it, you've healed it, and you're ready to feel good. You're ready to move forward. So let's take a look at any of the advice that's coming in from you, from my guides that are around me, on how this whole thing is for you for this week. Now keep in mind, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel as I do these readings for you. We have new changes coming in, and the Ascending Times magazine, lifestyle magazine, begins for the month of October, as well as a blog that I have a partner. We're going to be doing that for you guys also. So you have the King of Pentacles, and that is being grounded and being very secure. You have a skill, you're very good at it. And Leo, that is no doubt. I mean, I know that's a Leo thing just in general. You're looking at somebody knowing that the security is coming from this particular individual. You're grounded, you're waiting for them to make this change. You, them, create this amazing partnership. This is a trio involved in here, and you may be seeing threes everywhere. 333. You may be seeing nines everywhere as well. This particular situation is getting ready to pay out because you knew exactly what to do. It's like you already know what I'm talking about. So please leave a comment in here and let us know as we look at whatever the other side is being guided toward. Okay, they have the Princess of Cups, and they have the Sun card. So it is all about them healing a rebirth situation, going through the dark night of the soul, analyzing their business and redirecting everything where they still can open up to create this abundance. The Prince of Cups is an offer that could be from a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have Leo on there, as well as Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So pretty much all the zodiac signs are here. However, with this, they have love. You see, remember, they were starting the week sitting on the rock where they didn't know what to do. They still had love for something. They still had all that attachment, the emotional attachment, and weren't ready to sever ties. But by end of week, they are, and that's going to open them up. And when we open up and we heal it and we let it go, when we open it up, that's when we're blessed from the universe with something amazing, and that's abundance. So it's going to lead into something really fantastic. You already know this. You know that they have the makings for prosperity, and that's what's coming. You're creating magic that's going to not only affect your life, but it's going to affect the lives of other people around you. And this Sun card says, hey, it can't get much better than this. The Sun card and the Ace of Pentacles are the two bestest cards in the whole deck of tarot. And tarot is a story of life. So this is about the inner child coming out, the joy, the celebration. And you knew this. So if this is a person you were waiting for, they are coming back around, and you'll see this. But even if you don't see it by the end of the week, you're being guided to really watch, as this king is looking over here. Watch, because you know this is a true team camaraderie. This is a true partnership, a family reunion. This is something that you knew was meant for you. Have a great week. Thank you for watching. Much love.